Hello, it's Doris with Aldi Books, and we are off on a trip to the used bookstore, McKay's used bookstore in Nashville. It is quite the visit, I must say. Big fun, big fun. This visit's going to be a little different than normal. I am moving to China next month, I think. And I'm trying to downsize, minimize my home, which also involves books. I know this is traumatic for some of you, but it is not traumatic for me. So don't project. This is me, not you. Keep your books. Totally fine. I don't have an attachment to the books themselves. There are some that I do. For me, it's the fun of collecting and curating and organizing and just playing with the books that I have enjoyed. So I've gotten my enjoyment out of them. I've read them for the most part. I'm still working on that. So I'm not getting rid of all of them, but I definitely want to downsize. So I'm going to be going through. I actually have already gotten rid of a few. Like I've been culling all year, a few here and there. So I've already got several bags that I'll show you ready to go. And you may have watched my last week of school vlogs. I donated several graphic novels and young adult fiction to my high school library. I was very excited to do that. Just the thought of my books being in the hands of teenagers is a very rewarding feeling. So today I thought I would go through those two shelves, the graphic novels and young adult fantasy shelves, and see what is left that I want to keep and what I want to send to McKay's for cash. So I'll be trading the bulk of these in for cash. I will, I think that they won't give me straight cash for all of them. They may give me a little bit of store credit, but I do actually want to look like Heidi from My Reading Life and I have already made a list for the Book Naturalist 2023. So I want to see if any of those might be there. And I haven't found Mary Oliver for this year. And you know, there are a handful of other books that I'm really interested in. So if I see books that I genuinely really, really want, I'm definitely going to take those home with me. Still am going to be, you know, on the pursuit of books, but I'm just not feeling like I need to keep them all at the moment. So that's my plan. I will go through those two shelves today, and you can look forward to, or not, you don't have to watch them if it makes you nervous. But those of you that like that sort of thing, I'll be going through all of my shelves. People have on occasion, like not too many, but once in a while people have asked me for a shelf tour, and that's just not my thing at all. I find those like so excruciatingly boring, which is not a commentary on your interests at all. I totally get it if you find that interesting. But I just haven't felt led to do it, but I thought this would be, I'm not going to go through them book by book because I just can't make myself. But you'll be able to see them more up close and personal as I go through them and tell you which ones I'm keeping. So anyway, let's do this thing because my kid's waiting. Here we go. So these are the ones that are already ready to go that I've been purging bit by bit. This is the graphic novels shelf. And I think a few German and Australian books here. So I must keep Brazen. This was delightful. Britta gave me that. It's probably easier to put the ones I want to keep aside. Also, Bird Cottage I adored. Also, thank you, Britta. That was just absolutely charming. And this book I read with Heidi and loved it so much. Okay, my Australian reads I really enjoyed, but I do not see any that I feel compelled to keep there. Actually, this is just so cliche, but I think that I might keep The Book Thief. Just because if you guys haven't read this, you know, it's not a perfect book, but the very last line in this book, like, is wow. I mean, it's just wow. So incredibly wow, the last line of that book. Okay, I definitely want to keep Aya. I love Aya. She is something else entirely. Oh, these are some of my memoirs. So, Educated, I would like to keep. What else here? I am. I really like that one too. The things I want to keep tend to be things that I would like to reread because they're very nuanced for the most part, at least with this group. Heidi gave me this and I really enjoyed it. I like Yang a lot. I like his Boxers and Saints, which I would have kept, but my high school library needed it. I like historical graphic novels, nonfiction. March, obviously, I gotta keep. And then Mouse as well must stay with me. And Persepolis. And I think that's it for this shelf. So let's go look at the young adult fantasy shelf, which is housed in my bedroom. What are you doing, Chicky? You gonna make the jump? Waiting so patiently. Do it. Bam. Okay. Here we go. So, Hunger Games I'm keeping. And then I don't need a Cut a Witch. That was good, but I don't foresee myself rereading those. Sorry for the dust bunnies. Keeping it real. Y'all know me. I absolutely adore The Borrowers. Just 100%. Read these as a child multiple times. E.B. White, I also read as a child. Yeah. I might read these again one day. I liked them a lot. Tempted by this one. It was so weird and quirky. Strange the Dreamer I need to reread because I never read the second and I liked it, the first one. The Harry Potters stay. I read those with my child. I don't need any of the Gaiman or Jemison. I enjoyed them, but just don't need to keep them. Ruta Sepetys. Oh dear. So I don't feel compelled to keep these, but I met Ruta Sepetys and ate dinner with her. She's from Nashville, and it was amazing. She's an absolutely amazing person. So I think I'll keep Salt to the Sea. My favorites of hers are Salt to the Sea and Out of the Easy, but I'll keep the hardcover. These are great. This is cute. Oh, this is stunning. Absolutely stunning book. Out of the Dust. And I might need to keep that. That was something else entirely. Okay. So there you go. One shelf of keepers in here, and all of these can, except for the Harry Potter, can go. Let's go bag them up and get on the road, Jack. You want to help me get all these to the car, baby? What? You want to help me get all these to the car?
He does.
So we're back. 5 hours later, we're back. I'm going to film a little book haul because, yes, of course, there's a book haul. I couldn't control myself. I mean, I did quite a bit. It's not a bad book haul. You'll find out. Just don't let me spoil it for you. Anyway, so here's the breakdown. We made $205 with the book trade-in, and I spent $35 at the bookstore. I'll get to that. And then I gave my son a $20 tip for going with me. Because you can only trade in 3 crates per day, and we had 5. So I took him so that he, you know, he's a grown man now and has an ID and everything, so he could trade in half of the books for me. So I gave him the $20 tip, and then he had wanted to go eat lunch at the farmer's market and get Jenny's ice cream, so we did that. That was another $40. And then his phone case just fell apart because he gets mommy's hand-me-downs, so the phone case was really old because, you know. So I had ordered him a new phone case off Amazon. My mistake. It was supposed to be here Friday, and it's still not here, so they told me to go ahead and cancel it. So I've been having anxiety that his phone is going to get, like, trashed without a phone case on it. So I made him stop. We stopped at Verizon. They didn't have phone cases for his, but they said Best Buy did, so we went to Best Buy. That was another $45. And then I'm supposed to be buddy reading Book Lovers with Heidi and Katie, which was also in this Amazon order that I had to cancel. So I'm like, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. So we get the phone case, and Gabriel's like, can I just go to Dick's Sporting Goods and get a new pole while I'm here, since we're already here? I'm like, sure, I'll just wait. I got to go to Petco and get flea medicine for the cats when you get done. He's like, oh, you could go do that now, and then I can shop longer for fishing gear. I'm like, oh, okay. So I go get the flea medicine. That took all of 10 minutes. So then I was like, okay, let me go just check at Books A Million and see if they have this book that I'm supposed to be buddy reading. So that's what I did. I went to Books A Million. That was a fatal mistake. So the flea medicine was $40. Did I mention that? I'm getting lost in my story. So I go to Books A Million for the one book, and you know, I look in the bee trees. I didn't see it there, but they had the final Helen Huang, the Heart Principle. Said I've been wanting to read this for like 2 or 3 years, and it just wasn't published for some reason. So I was like, oh, I gotta get that. So I grabbed it, and then I'm still looking like in the contemporary romance and the, you know, all those this is popular right now tables, and I finally found this table of the TikTok book talk table, and I found Book Lovers, which is the buddy read by Emily Henry. I found that one there, but I also saw The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. I've been seeing this for 2 or 3 years as well, and have always thought, oh, I should read that. It looks good. I would enjoy it. So I grabbed this because I thought, oh, that'd be great for Pride Month. So I grabbed that on the Book Talk TikTok table. And then I still needed a Mary Oliver book for the Book Naturalists this year. That's the last one that I just hadn't found or bought yet. So I looked for that. I found one, Upstream by Mary Oliver. So check. I didn't think not one thing of it. Walked up to the counter, boom, $75. So So anyway, I made $205, but we had quite the adventure, and so it was a $255 adventure today. So $50 in the hole, but that's okay. I think that the Amazon that I canceled makes up the difference, so it's all good. Anyway, so the books I got at the used bookstore are two just complete impulse buys. So I got The Mosquito, A Human History of Our Deadliest Predator by Timothy C. Weingard. I think I've heard that this isn't maybe quite as fabulous as I want it to be, but I mean, NPR says it's hugely impressive, a major work, and it's a New York Times bestseller, so hopefully it's good. I mean, I've wanted it for a while. And then also The Secret Life of Lobsters, how fishermen and scientists are unraveling the mysteries of our favorite crustacean by Trevor Corson. USA Today said this is a fascinating story blending science, politics, and history. The writing is vivid. I've been wanting this too. I don't know why, but you know me. And then I also got a couple books that I've read somewhat recently. The Power of Moments by Chip Heath and Dan Heath. Why Certain Experiences Have Extraordinary Impact. Another New York Times bestseller. This was like fabulous, so fabulous, especially like if you're a school teacher, administration, this is a great book to get ideas to motivate. So I'm excited to have that as a resource. And also Atomic Habits, an easy and I'm boring y'all, proven, is it proven? An easy and proven something to build good habits and break bad ones by James Clear. Tiny changes, remarkable results. Another New York Times bestseller. Like, I can pick them, right? This is a great book. I found it just so full of good information for, I don't know why I'm doing this right now, but I feel compelled. For working on your lifestyle. Yeah. Anyway, so 6 books added to the TBR that I'm trying to minimize, but that's okay. And I got the Scrabble game that I'm going to take to China with me and make my guy play Scrabble with me. So I'm pretty excited about that. I hope he is too. Anyway, fun day. So I will hopefully get some more shelf visit Unhaul. I don't know how many of those there'll be, but I'm planning on, I got to go through this guy front and back, and then my 2 nonfiction shelves over here, the off camera. So yeah, I guess that's it for now though. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye. Oops.